Hello everybody, my name is Joshua and I'd like to welcome you back to another episode of Coffee, Cats, and King, where we will discuss books, both new and old. I will share with you pictures of my cats, will make you wish they were your cats, and I will drink enough coffee for me and everybody watching. Today I'm drinking out of my Punisher mug. Ah yes, the ice cream man decided to join us for the video today, so I hope you enjoyed the little ditty in the background. My shirt is another one of my Twilight Zone shirts, one of my favorite episodes, and I'm here today with a very special review. This is for the book Shade by Chad Nicholas. This book is not available just yet. It comes out, I believe, October 9th or 10th. I will put some sort of link down below for Amazon or Goodreads or whatever it may be. But this is Chad Nicholas's second book, the first being Nightmare, which everybody talks about, everybody raves about. It was his debut and he just knocked it out of the park. I didn't hear a single bad thing about that book. So Shade, I kind of went in, expecting quite a lot, if I'm being honest. And so I guess the real question here is, did it live up to Nightmare? Well, I'm going to say no. That's not to say it's a bad book. It is most certainly not a bad book. It's a very good book. But it is not on the level of Nightmare. So, what is the book about? Well, it is about two FBI agents, Special Agent Jack Diamond and Special Agent Shade. Their job is to hunt down serial killers. And Shade probably should not be in the business any longer anyway, because he is suffering from major PTSD after some time in the military. Jack, meanwhile, is trying to keep them together as a group, as a unit, and he's, constantly fighting for Shade. But basically these two, they devote their lives to catching serial killers. And so far, they have a pretty perfect record, except for this one guy who keeps getting away from them. And what's scary about this guy is that all of his victims keep getting younger and younger by 1 year every time. So at some point he, stops killing teens, and he's now getting closer and closer to killing children. Like I said, these two FBI agents, they're exhausting their sources, they're exhausting their lines of information to try and figure out who this guy is, how he is committing these killings, and how they can stop him. And so we're kind of going back and forth from the past, where this is going on, to the present, where there is now a new killer. A new, very deadly, very dangerous killer. A killer named Shade. Agent Shade has gone rogue, and Agent Shade has killed. Agent Shade is incredibly dangerous and incredibly difficult to catch. And it is now up to Special Agent Jack Diamond to catch him, with the help of a woman that he kind of brings into the fold, an ex-military woman named Sarah. And the reason he brings her in is because he believes that Shade may be going after her next because she fits his profile. So, something about that previous case has made Shade snap. And so you're really getting into the minds of these guys. It's very interesting. I believe other people have talked about how the descriptions of PTSD are fairly realistic, and it's a rather good representation of what it is like for some of these soldiers who are coming home after war, what it is like for some of these police officers who have been in the force for years and years, and they've seen awful things and had to do awful things. So that part I really enjoyed. This is a very actiony story, and I mean that as if it were a film, it would be less crime thriller and more action. I'm thinking, I'm thinking John Wick and Die Hard and that sort of thing, in that the action part is just very over the top. I understand that Shade is very much a trained individual, but to see him go into a room of 20 guys and eliminate all 20 guys without breaking a sweat is, well, like I said, it's on the level of action movies for me, in that, you just have to kind of roll your eyes every now and then. If you're into that kind of thing, then great. This book is definitely for you. If you're interested in criminal psychology in any way, then this book may be for you. If you like shows like Criminal Minds or CSI, that sort of thing, then you're probably going to like this one. Just keep in mind that at times things are very much over the top. So, where does this stand in regards to a rating from me? Well, personally, I am not a fan of action movies at all. To give you an idea, I loathe superhero movies. I just can't stand them. I know everyone is supposed to be obsessed with Marvel and all that, but personally, I can't stand those movies. I cannot sit through them. It's just not my thing. So, in that regard, the action for me being very over the top like that, sometimes I was just like, oh man, come on. Like, suspend my belief, sure, for some of it, but other parts, I just couldn't get past it. But that said, I very much enjoyed the psychological aspect. There were some nice twists and turns in there, and I thought that Chad Nicholas did a pretty good job. So, at the end of the day, I'm giving this book 3.5 out of 5 stars, and I would like to once again thank Mr. Chad Nicholas for the opportunity to review this beforehand. Again, guys, it is coming out in just a few short weeks. I will try and have a link somewhere that you can find it and pre-order it. And Chad is actually here on YouTube with us, so, hopefully he'll see this, and you guys can maybe have a little chat with him down there about his book, about his now 2 books. And, I gotta say, based on the first 2, I think he's a promising author, and I expect us to see a lot more from him in the future. So, Chad, thank you for the opportunity. Guys, thank you for checking out this review. I hope that you'll check out the book if it sounds like something that you're interested in. And if you have any questions about the book that I did not maybe talk about here, then feel free to put them in the comments below, and I will get to you as soon as possible. And again, guys, just thank you, as always, for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope that wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you just take a moment to breathe and look out in the sky and see how beautiful the world is, and know that there are wonderful things coming to you. So, I'm going to leave you with some quick cat footage. What are you doing, buddy? Havoc? What are you doing? What is it, my goober? What's under there? He's acting like this is his first time around the treadmill. We've had this thing since, what, sometime last year, love? Yeah? Well, he lost interest. He's following you. What do you say, Chaos? Oh, it's okay, buddy. It's okay. And that'll do it, guys. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe out there. Cheers.